Wow, we got a lot of people here already. Swifty's here. CZ Kids here. Montana. Demon Rat. North Carolina. Cynthia. Mark Thomas. Wow. Sean Webb. Good morning, guys. Woke up and it's still Wyomama. Gotta love Wyomama. Can you guys hear me okay? Get my camera adjusted here. There we go. Good morning, Jim. Sean says yes. Thank you very much. Wow, look at that. We already have 7 people here today. And we just started 1 minute ago. This is great. And I'm about ready to take my very first sip of coffee of the morning. Good morning, Miss Cynthia. It's good seeing everybody here this morning. I've been waiting all week for this, guys. Got the kitty right here. Well, good. I'm glad the sound's working. The camera's working. Boy, I remember when I started these things, it was just it was a disaster in progress. Wow, who sent me $10 right off the bat? And why do I keep missing it? Metal Detecting North Carolina. Go Gators. There you go. We're big Gator fans around here, buddy. Big Gator fans around here. Thank you very much. Wow, that's the way to start off a live stream with a $10 super chat. All right. Good morning, Frankie. And Epic Adventures in Paradise came in. That would be in Fort Lauderdale Airport waiting for a flight to Punta Gorda. Let me get the stream up. Copied. X out of that. And there we go, guys. I'm on cup number 2. I made 5 cups this morning, Cecil, so I'm going to catch up to you. Having scrambled eggs with Italian sausage. Dang, does that sound good? Denise is actually taking her dad to church right now, and she's like, "Can you live with cereal this morning? We're out of eggs." And I'm like, "Sure, I don't mind going off diet for a day. I'll have some Captain Crunch this morning." That is completely not on the diet. But I'm doing good, guys. Fins and Fines, good morning. Good morning, y'all. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Jim Steele's here. Mark Thomas. Cecil. Mark the Berg Hunter. We got 2 Marks already. Oh, this is awesome, guys. Awesome. Well, guys, the way my title said this morning, trying to get breakfast. Good morning, Miss Denise Kidder. Miss Denise Kidder texted me this morning with some exciting news, guys, that we'll be talking about when we get a few more people in the room. Good morning, Bill. Mr. Bill's here. Papa Rouse, what's in the dirt? Is usually first or second on most of my videos to leave a comment. Got my new Knox 600 yesterday. Fantastic. All right. That is awesome. I guess I could tell myself how I look here if I would go live. And then turn the sound down after the commercial. Man, I got commercials on my own channels for myself. There we are. All righty. Well, you're going to have to let us know how you know you do with it, CZ. Yeah, Demon Rat, you're going to love it. Yep. Hey, Frankie, nothing wrong with coffee and Pop-Tarts, buddy. Pop-Tarts will, just finished watching my nephew's latest video, live dug a Morgan Dollar. Wow. Fins, put that put that channel up here, buddy. We'll give him some exposure. Montana says I'm on pot number 2. There's Mr. Cecil.
Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, sir. How you been?
Good, busy. Finally got 90% of my lawn mowed.
You have a big lawn?
4.5 acres.
Yeah, that beats my 80 by 100 lot here. So
That's probably my front yard.
We actually don't even have a self-propelled mower. It's just a push mower. Denise calls it her Barbie mower.
I just got I was given a riding lawnmower that needed some work, and I'm gonna try it out later on this afternoon, see if I got everything fixed on it.
There you go. Yeah, let's back up and get my fat head out of the way there. Why can't I get that adjusted right? That's a little better. All right. Good morning, David Frazier. Welcome to the chat. I know, Mark, it's so hard not saying that. Oh, no, it's Mr. Bill.
Metal Sharks, how you doing?
Treasure Bum Flip Flop Girl. Welcome, Wayne and Miss Kathy. Joe Strax here this morning. Wow, we jumped from 7 to 14 people really fast. I'll be using it at the beach when I get to Florida. Some beach hunting, hopefully get together with Bernie on the Treasure Coast. That would be awesome. We haven't heard much from Bernie lately, have we?
Oh, nice, Montana. First silver of the year, 1949 Canadian dime.
There you go. Bada bing. Mash that like button and share. There you go, Swifty. Thank you very much. Coffee and Pop-Tarts, the breakfast of champions. You got that right. Mark the Berg Hunter, I love my 600. His channel is Down South Detecting. Oh, we know Down South Detecting. I know Down South Detecting. I watch them quite regularly. I've never actually seen a Morgan dive. I was with Epic Adventures in Paradise, who was Howard, my club president. I was with him when he dug a peace dollar, and Troy was by himself when he dug one, and Troy was with Dalton when Dalton dug his. So 3 people in our club have one. Well, actually 5 people, because Greg and his buddy Dave both have dug one also. So I'm the guy out without a silver dollar. Fins and Finds, that CTX 3030 is a pretty high-end machine, I believe, isn't it? Amphibious Archaeology, Mr. Richard snuck in here. Good morning, J-Man. I watched your last video, sir. I have not commented on it, where you were at Pensacola Beach. Good to see you heading to another place. I like the way you did the intro and the video. I just like the whole video, J-Man. Really liked it.
Well, hello, Florida Knox. How are you doing this morning?
Mr. Dalton is here. Miss Denise Kidder, my back treatments went amazing Friday, and I am pain-free today. Well, that is awesome, Denise. I wish I could say
That's
the
great,
same thing.
man. Yeah.
You know, I love this portable camera, but the only thing is it doesn't have a good mount on it. Well, congratulations, Denise, and thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Guys, when we get like 25 to 28 people here, I'm going to tell Denise's story this morning. She's got such an exciting story for her first story out hunting dirt. Her first land hunt, as she called it. Well, Montana, that's great. I only have 3 foreign silvers.
I got my first foreign silver in the mail.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I've only dug 3 foreign silvers. I enjoy getting foreign silver in the mail too.
You know, it was there was a Digger's Den Tyson Fury was doing a auction for this gold coffee bean, and it was going to a family that had needed some help, and so I bid on it, and I won it, and I had sent a little extra too, just to help them out a little bit more, with what I could. And so, as a surprise, it's a Victorian sixpence.
Oh, cool. They had such cool money back in England back in the day.
An 1858 sixpence. So I was really stoked about that when I saw that in the envelope. And I'm going to be doing I got mail calls up the wazoo I got to do here shortly before
I don't get much mail, but then again, I don't have a PO box yet. I hope to get a PO box soon. I've got some. Well, we're not going to go into depressing people here, but I got some things going on at my house. I'm at Denise's house right now because I run my internet out of Denise's. I don't have internet at my house, but I'm having some situations at my house going on. That when that gets resolved, hopefully I can get a PO box and we can get some mail going, and I can be doing some mail calls. Yeah. I want to say, Crafting with Gertie, welcome to the chat. You said hello to both myself and Cecil. And
good morning, Mandy. How are you? And it was my pleasure to do what I did. I probably still would have given some money whether I wanted or not. So, but yeah, I liked it. I got it in yesterday, I think it was. I got it in the mail.
Dalton says he was expecting this live stream from the beach this morning.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Okay, by the title I did. Okay, I can see where that leads at. Okay, all right, I'll give you guys that one. All right. I didn't think of it like that, but I just meant that it's getting time for all of us to get out there to the beach. Well, okay, I can see how people expected that.
Yeah, we were expecting another little beach thing.
Another epic, massive fail at the beach.
Well, you tried.
I know. I'm telling you, that wind down there that day was just horrible, Cecil. I picked a bad day. Zach was probably about 8 years old the first time I took him detective. Man, I would have loved to learn. Well, I bought myself a little Eckerd Drugs 1999 detector when I was probably 12, but I didn't find anything with that. Is that your gold bean?
That's my gold bean.
That's cool looking.
Yeah.
That's cool looking, Cecil. It even's got the little indent in the middle, look like a coffee bean.
Yeah, and this is here's the, well, there we go. There's the sixpence I got.
Wow, that's been around a while.
Yeah, well, and it's at you can't really see because of the light.
Well, I'm still showing his.
But yeah, that's a really cool coin and cool bean too.
I'm gonna put this.
You okay?
My light fell.
Oh.
I'm trying to get better light here, so it looks like I have a shadow on me all the time.
A real is a Spanish coin.
Why did I lock up?
You didn't.
Oh, I know what happened. I hit the pause on my computer. Yeah, Menardo Rob strikes again. Well, Crafty with Gertie, it's great to have you here. It's great to have Dalton here.
Yeah.
Mr. Silver Charmer. Boy, everybody's got a different name for Mr. Dalton. Well, guys, he's back on track. He only got 3 silvers last month because he was on vacation for like 12 days, and him and his wife went to the beach. And 1, Dalton's not a big beach hunter, and 2, she wanted a metal detecting free vacation. So Dalton didn't bring his thing, so he got way behind Troy and I on silver. and he wound up eking out 3 for the month. But Mr. Dalton already has 3 for the year this year, or 3 for the month this month already, including a nice, beautiful barber. Jim says he's done 5 Morgans and 1 peace dollar, and the thrill is always fantastic. Well, Jim, when that happens, I'll let you know, sir, but I'm sure it is. Oh, well, thank you, Cynthia. Thank you so much, Cynthia. CZ Kid, we're based in Florida, open to collab, Hunts Beach or otherwise. We have family in Melbourne. Yeah, guys. Recently, Park Red Pat was up that way, and he met with Metal Sharks, and they did a collab hunt. Pat's still on his road trip, Cecil.
Yeah, he is. He's still out and about. Last time I saw him, he was with Clark's Cove.
He's been with I think he's moved on from there. He was with Digging with Squeak and Swifty. Well, okay, he went from there. Yeah, he went from Digging with Squeak and Swifty to Clark's Cove. And who did he just do? He just did a collab hunt with somebody's soon-to-be son-in-law. Pat door knocked and got an 1850s lot. Too late. The cat's already gone. Cat just ran out the door.
Swifty says he's in Tennessee right now.
He's in Tennessee right now. He's been doing a great road trip.
Hello, Silver Bull. Yeah, Swifty says he's in Tennessee. And can you make Swifty a wrench?
Yes, I can. Hold on.
He was... oh, man. Sorry, guys. He was asking about that.
Let me do that on this one over here.
Dale's son-in-law to be.
Dale's son-in-law. I knew it was somebody.
Whistle Pig. That's right. He's there. He's out there with Whistle Pig.
Cecil, I sometimes have to catch myself remembering who's Cecil and who's Dale between Whistle Pig and Demon Rat. I have to really concentrate that when I leave a comment on you guys, I have to make sure I remember who's who. I don't know why I mix you two up. All right, hang on. I'm going back to find Swift.
Always remember that Whistle Pig has an accent and I don't.
Okay.
Because he's he's a Tennessee boy, so he's got that country accent, as I call it. I mean, the Western style. You know what I mean?
Add as moderator. Swifty, you've been added, buddy.
You're welcome, Swifty. I know he was asking about that earlier.
And I'll post the stream up here again too. I know Howard was going to try and come on from the airport. Howard, Epic Adventures in Paradise, is at Fort Lauderdale Airport. They are waiting for their flight to Punta Gorda. I believe I pronounced that right. And they are heading out to a private resort out there. And Howard has his detectors, probably more than one because his wife detects too. And they are hoping to come back with some rings and gold off some of the private beaches out there.
Demon Pig and Whistle Rat.
Oh, that's a good combination. Cynthia says, I found a lot of memo reals. Yeah, Bill says, what's a real? I agree with you, Bill. Yeah, Papa Real. Yeah, we all definitely dream about finding that. Denise, you want me to show everybody now?
Yeah, I'm curious.
All righty, guys. Denise has got some medical issues. She is retired and disabled, and she just had a back procedure a couple weeks ago that was postponed, and then she finally had it. And as you can see by her chat, she said she had it and she's feeling good with no pain. Well, she was at her house yesterday. She lives near Indian Rocks Beach, not too far from the beach. So she is she has only done beach hunting. She's fairly new to metal detecting, and she has met me on the beach. That's where I met her. She was nice enough to wait for me for 2 hours because my truck broke down that day. But we still got it in an afternoon of hunting, and we got to meet her. I posted that video getting to meet a new person on the beach. Well, anyway, to make a long story short, she has never hunted the ground before, and she was at her house, I believe, yesterday, and there was a knock on her door, and she opened the door, and one of her neighbors said, hey, have I seen you leaving the house with a metal detector? Do you own a metal detector? And she says, yes, I do. And she says, the neighbor said that her and her boyfriend had got into a little domestic argument, and her boyfriend had threw her keys out the door down into some tall grass by a lake. So Denise said, sure, being the nice person she is, she said, sure, I will help you try and find that. And Denise went down there, and she did find her key. So to make that story good, she found her key. But she also found something that has so excited her, she has now decided she is going to start dirt hunting, guys.
She's going to start doing what? Bird hunting?
Dirt hunting.
Dirt hunting. Okay. It sounded like you said bird, and I was like,
I know, I did sound like I said bird. But anyway, guys, she actually found something that all of us wish we could find, a cache of coins in an old bag that was half buried down in the dirt. And she opened up this, well, obviously the bag beeped on her metal detector. And guys,
hi.
Oh, wrong one for solo layout. I had to do mine for solo layout.
Hey, click on yours again. There you go.
There we go. Now, how do I get to full screen?
You are full screen.
Is that as full as it goes?
Yep.
Okay, guys, she found a bag with a cache of coins in it, including an 1861 Indian head, 3 silver rosy dimes. There's one of the Wheaties. There's the back of the 1861 Indian. And I think she told me it had something like 17 wheat pennies from the 30s, 40s, and 50s. And guys, a whole big cache of coins she found in an old bag, like a change purse type thing, in the tall weeds. So that was her first ever detecting on land, guys. So congratulations to Miss Denise Kidder. And if she allows me, guys, I will do a short video on that. So
that is awesome, Denise.
It is
congratulations.
Awesome. So
that is a coin hoard right there.
It is a coin hoard. So
that is a nice coin hoard too.
So congratulations to Denise. I have never found anything like that. My best haul ever with multi-coins was 10 Wheaties and 2 silver rosies. That's probably my best haul I ever had.
Mark Thomas said, Denise, quit while you're ahead.
Well, Denise, you just have to find a bigger one better next time. That's like real treasure. You're right, Montana Treasure Hunter. Thank you. Congratulations.
Yeah, yep.
North Carolina is correct there, guys. Up until then, you could use reals, you could use Spanish coins. Actually, you could use silver of different nationalities. Joe says, I'm looking for my first silver. I'm going to swing for a couple hours on Mullenall's 1890 property day. Oh, Joe, congratulations on that. Good luck. There is not too many things more exciting than getting 1890s properties.
Hey, Tommy, how you doing?
Tommy says that's a hard bar to live up to now. Yeah, Tommy, I still haven't found a cache of coins yet.
That's going to be really hard to top. 41 coins total?
41 coins total. Wow.
Wow.
Very nice, Denise. And guys, Denise just has a basic starter. I don't want to say it's a Harbor Freight, but it's one of those OMOs, OMMO, that you see advertised sometime on Amazon. So it's not a name brand, guys. It's not an expensive detector, but yet she found her neighbor's keys. She found this little cache of coins. So guys, you know, she's used her machine. She knows how it works. So there you go, Mark. There's good advice. The trick is not to look for silver, then you'll find some.
Yeah. Well,
Cynthia, I never look for silver and I've never found. Cynthia, you are too funny sometimes. That's right, Bill. That's right. That detector just paid for itself. That's exactly right. And Denise says she loves her machine. That's right. If you get to know your own machine, guys, it doesn't matter what it is. You get to know it. Oh, my gosh. Guys, Denise loves doing puzzles. She just walked back in. Look at this puzzle she got for herself.
Oh,
Oh, which one's got underwear? Oh, yeah, he's got underwear on his head. They're all got their face masks on. That's hilarious. No.
He's got goggles on.
yeah, right, J-Man. I need to not look for gold, silver, and rings. Yeah, I don't need to. I need to not look for that 10-pound gold nugget.
Yeah.
When I'm out prospecting.
Ooh, a trime. There's another thing on my bucket list. And a shield nickel. I have one. Ooh, antebellum. I've never heard a button called antebellum. That's a good word. I like that. 34 colonial antebellum buttons. I have one colonial era button that I found with my first detector doing a big field up in Baltimore County. I was driving by there looking for a place to hunt. I looked out and saw this big, huge field that had like 8 soccer fields on it. And I saw a guy way in the back detecting it. And I went, well, obviously you can detect there. So I started detecting it, and I got my first flat button, which I did not even know was a colonial flat button. So trime is still on my bucket list too. I think a trime is on everybody's list. I don't think that's an easy coin to find. Are they smaller than a half dime?
A trime?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I've never found one. I've never really gotten really close to one. I've only seen them on
people's videos.
Yeah.
Oh, finding 12 Wheaties in one hole is excellent, Montana.
Let's see.
Anything old except for a wino is still on my bucket list. There you go, Bill. Okay, Cynthia says they are smaller than a half dime. Wow, because I know about 2 weeks after Dalton found his one and only half dime, I found a Canadian half dime they call the fish scale. And Dalton had his with him, so we put ours together. And the Canadian half dime and the U.S. half dime, just like most U.S. and Canadian coins, was the exact same size. So,
yeah,
Golden Magic's here. From I'm assuming that's
Russia.
Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce that word, Cyrillic or Cyrillic writing. So yes, hello from Russia.
Yeah, everybody's saying it's the same size as a half dime. I still don't know what a half dime looks like. So, and I know I've been detecting since I was about 7, off and on, really hitting it hard now. But I'm mainly finding clad oil. I did find that Morgan.
Do you have a Morgan dollar?
I did. I gave it away at an auction for somebody who needed their. The guy's name was Rico. He's in Australia, and he got into an accident, and he eventually passed away because of the accident. And found it buried. Was doing a auction. Was wanting people to donate stuff for the auction, so I gave that to him to do that as a donation for the family, so that they can, help pay their bills and stuff while they were figuring out what to do since he passed.
Well, that's excellent, Cecil. Thank you, North Carolina, because I can't even pronounce that, but it means hello. I know Nyet, N-Y-E-T, which is the way we spell it, means no. Half dime is 1.3 grams, and a trime is 0.75 grams. Wow, not even a full gram. That's how small it is.
Wow, that's pretty small.
Yeah, Swifty. There's probably 99% of the metal detecting community that's not on colonial land that's looking for Spanish silver. Now, Gypsy, when she was down here 2 years ago, when I had a hunt with her, the day before, or a couple days before I met up with her, she did find a piece of a Spanish coin, like a piece of 8, here on one of the beaches on the west coast here of Florida, pronounced Privet. Okay, thank you, Cynthia. Wow, we'll have North Carolina doing our Russian translating for us here. We're going global here, people. Let's go. We're going global. Howard just sent me a picture. They're waiting to board their Spirit airline to go to Punta Gorda.
It's yellow.
That, buddy, that's an extremely, that's like school bus yellow right there, people, okay?
Well, it's definitely not a short bus.
Yeah, nobody's going to miss. You don't want a short bus driver, okay?
Yeah, that Triumph's a great find, Mike. I'm jealous.
Let me see. Is my book right here? Yes,
You know, I'm going to be really lucky to find anything besides clad at some of the local parks here. And the reason why is there's a guy that's lived here all of his life, and he's been metal detecting since the early 70s. And I just met him at one of the parks close by where I live here a couple of days ago. And I was out walking my dog, and he goes, yeah, all I find is I've gotten all the good stuff out of here. And I asked him what he was swinging, and he was swinging an old compass.
A what?
An old compass.
Is that a detector?
Yeah, a Compass Judge 2 is what he was swinging. He goes, I've had this thing since the 70s, and I have been able to find everything with it.
Well, I guess so.
And so he goes, yeah, I found it all here. I said, okay. And he asked me last week, and I showed him, and he goes, oh, that's the new one from Mine Lab, isn't it? I went, kind of. It's been out for a couple of years now, but...
You know, it's kind of hard to fathom that's been out for 2 years now.
Yeah.
You know, because we all just got ours.
Pretty much. I mean, I've had mine for a couple months now, but I've only gone out of detecting with it like 3 times. Yeah, North Carolina. Yeah, and see, you know what? I've got an old Compass Magnum Relic 7A, and that was one I've been using as a detector for 15 years now. It's analog, not digital, which sucks. Then I got a White's Classic ID SL. I think that's what it is. Anyways, I took both of those to my front yard here, and neither one of them found the mule shoe that the Knox did. An old Tesoro. Wow.
There's a name blast from the past, Tesoro.
Right, Cynthia. Well, it's also some machines can go deeper than others, and the whites I have, I'm topping out at 8, maybe 9. Because I also got, you know, I don't know how many of you guys remember or have ever used these, but these are the whites electronics, you know, and then on the back side, there's like the dime.
Oh, they use that to test to do your machine?
Yeah. And I buried these things, and the whites went down about 8 or 9 inches. It couldn't find anything else after that. The Compass got to about 10 and a half, 11. And the Knox got this horseshoe, which was about 13, 14 inches deep.
Wow. Yeah, Tommy. Yeah, I've gone postal lots of times.
I'm sitting here
looking for my Canadian half dime, and I'm going to freak Dalton out when I say this. Dalton, it's not in my silver book. So at the moment, I don't know where my only half dime is. But this is my rarest coin I have ever found. This is my 1918 British Honduras 10-cent coin we found at our big church grounds down in outside of Tampa.
Oh, nice.
I found with Dalton. Only 10,000 minted that year. So you think it's going to be worth like a couple $100 or something, but based on its condition, it's worth like $30. So, but it's only got a 10,000 mint. So that's the rarest coin I've ever found. Yeah, when that first came out of the ground and I saw somebody with a little crown on them, I got pretty excited there.
Yeah,
Dalton went in.
My whites takes 1, 6, 9 double A's. My Magnum, 9 double A's. Yep. And my Magnum, my compass takes 8, 12 to be exact, 12 double A's. Or I can put in 3 9-volts or 2 9-volts to make up for. No, I actually put in 3 because 1, 2, no, because that's 3, 3, that's 6, 6. Yeah, I'd have to put in 3.
Wow. My Mind Lab 705 only takes 4 double A's. But I'm so happy that Equinox is just a plug and play. I have 2 of those little power pack portable chargers that have the USB ports. So, if I don't usually forget to check, because I usually plug my charger my machine in when I come home. I keep trying to explain that to Mr. Merrill at Metal Detecting New York City, because in his videos, he's out doing hunting. He's like, oh, guys, I got to go back to the car and change my machine. I forgot to charge my Knox. It's out of power. And I know he's got a half a dozen machines in the back of his car, so he's got a lot going on in his mind. But, man, as soon as you get home from your hunt, plug it in. Plug your machine in, and that way it's ready. You take it with you at the door the next morning, and it's already charged up, ready to go. That's my one suggestion I can make to people.
Yeah. I haven't put mine on the charger since I was at the beach. And that's been a while. I turned it on the other day just to check, and the battery's still charged.
Yeah, I mean, you can go 5-6 hours before it'll even go down the one little bar.
Yeah. Well, I also have that. It's a battery pack that actually attaches to the detector itself, and that's what So when I'm using it, that's what I plugged in to.
Good morning, Tidewater magnet thrower. I'm sorry, you plug
Tidewater. I didn't know he popped in.
I'm sorry, you plug it into what, Cecil?
Let me grab it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's hard to explain.
North Carolina said he was at dig stock and a guy was there with a Heath kit, home soldered and assembled metal detector. Oh my God, that's beyond old school. J-Man has a buddy that swings an old Conquistador. It uses a 9-volt battery. Wow.
So it's called the Power Knox is what it's called.
That's right, Cynthia. Oh, excuse me, guys. My first bounty on the coil cover was made of wood.
So this is what it is. Oh, come on, turn off. Just turned it on. But this is what I use, and it's got a USB underneath here that I plug in to the back of the Knox itself.
Oh, so you run that with that on there?
The Knox will take the juice off of this first before it uses the battery in its own handle.
Now, since that says Power Knox, is that made by Mind Lab or is it just?
No, it's made by another company. It's made by RB Innovations.
I have never even seen that before or heard of it. So does it like bolt or clip right onto your upper shaft there under your arm?
Right here.
It uses the same screw in for the armrest.
Yep.
Well, that is flipping awesome.
Yep. And not that I will probably ever need it, but if I'm using the battery pack, the Knox will take the juice off of that first. So I'm always going to have the one in the handle as a reserve. Or if I forget my cord for this, I've got the one in the handle. The one in the handle is still fully charged, just like this one is. From the last time I had it when I had it at the beach. But I got this off of High Plains Prospecting is where I got it from. And my detector also from them. But
wow.
Yeah.
Jamie wants to know if anybody has had to troubleshoot a wireless EZ-Link headphones not working to link up with his Garrett AT Pro.
Well, see you later, Swifty.
I have no suggestion on that.
Well, I can also use this power bank to charge my phone. Or my GoPro if it dies. So, I mean, it's a 5,000 milliamp hour battery that's in it.
Nice, Jim.
I just need the USB cord to whatever gadget I want to charge. And that includes the headphones, the wireless headphones. I can just plug the power into that, plug them into my headphones, and I've got juice using them while they're charging.
Hold on.
Well, yeah, Tommy, you can do that, but the problem with that is where are you going to put that back? I mean, you could tape it, zip tie it, but this one here,
I mean, Bill's telling us his old machine took 9 volts. Somebody else is saying 14 AA batteries. These old machines, I guess, sucked up. I guess these analogs sucked up some power.
so it also has, if you look at it, there's the USB. It also has a little piece that goes where the shaft goes.
Oh, so it's got the screw in and the shaft clip.
Yep.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, what did that run?
I got this for $44.
That's about what any power pack would cost. Yeah, that's.
Well, it's a 5,000 milliamp hour battery that's in it, and it's it's got the USB, and it's also got if you look, it's got the mini USB
Okay.
for charging. So
yep. Good morning, BC Treasure Trails. Hello, Robin, Cecil, and Cynthia, and Bill, and Mike, and J-Man, and Jim, and Denise, and Mark, and Tommy. I think he covered almost everybody knows probably there. Good morning, BC. So you guys are talking about these beat frequency oscillators, BFOs. You guys are talking about stuff before I even knew about metal detecting. We got some definite old school people in this room this morning. PD says, that's what I like about my AT Pro 4A batteries, and I keep a new pack in my bag. Boom, there you go. I always make sure I carry an extra 4 in my backpack too, Frankie, for my MindLab 705. Yeah, Bill, if you have to have a battery pack around your waist, that's going to be a heavy machine.
Well, can't you do that with the? There's that one that you can do that with. That you can take it off.
You can detach your control pad and wear it on your belt, and then just swing your shaft and your coil. But I saw a guy in a river when he did that. He got knocked down in a stream or river, and he lost his coil and shaft floating down a river. And he still had his battery pack on, but he lost. It came detached.
Yeah.
And fell in the river, and they tried using other machines to find it, and they wound up never finding his coil. And I can't remember whose water. They were on a river one day.
Well, hello, Robert and Melissa. Good morning to you. Yes, Tom, I know you can probably get it for $5, but the way this is set up, it fits. I mean, there's no tape, no zip ties, no nothing on it.
No, that looks clean. That looks clean.
And it's underneath.
Morning, Clark Cove. I know you said hi to him.
Yep.
Any old machine that got death took a lot of power. Okay.
Yeah, I did. My grandfather had gotten one from, I can't remember if it was, or it was exactly what brand it was, but it was 6 C cells that it took. And I mean, the box was just this huge thing. Of course, this was back in the 70s.
We got some good suggestions here. Somebody's given J-Man, and that was the only advice I was going to give him, was just try recharging the Z-Link again. Because, on the MindLab wireless headphones, you actually have to charge the headphones up too. So if they're not charged, they're not going to link up. And BC Treasure Trails, carry a car battery. If you're in the mountains, you have power for days. That is a great idea.
I actually have it's a 25-watt solar panel when I go camping that I use, that I can charge my car battery. I can charge whatever I want. In fact, I can even use a lot of like my phone. I can plug my phone into it. I can plug anything I want or need to into it, because came with like 10 different connections for it. And as long as I got sunshine, and I'm good. But I do carry a little car battery. It's not actually a little car battery.
Well, I'll tell you what, we have a Northern Tools near us, and they actually are now selling a like what you're talking about, like a 1-panel solar panel that you could use for charging, or out in the camping or wilderness or whatever. And I'm thinking about looking at that to see what the capabilities of that are.
I had this one small one I got from Harbor Freight. Because the vehicle I had, for some reason, there was a power drain on my battery. For some reason, I could never find it. And so I got that, just plugged it in and left it on the dash. White Castle's used that friends got me.
Good morning, Miss Kay. I'm finally
Good
awake.
morning, Kay.
Denise says, is it wrong that she's eating White Castle cheeseburgers that they got from her for Orlando? Nope. Because whenever we go up to Kentucky to the races, Denise, we make sure we stop at White Castle on the way out of town and we gorge ourselves on White Castle. Denise is a big Frisch's girl.
Denise, let me know what they taste like, because I have never had White Castle.
It's just a good, greasy little burger. Denise is like, ew.
Ew, yeah. Actually, I take that back. I've had White Castles, but I got it from the grocery store, not from White Castle itself.
They're not going to be as greasy.
No, they weren't. They were actually kind of dry. And
what's the other place on besides Frisch's? What's that other?
Nothing special.
It's the same. No, those sandwiches. Richard's Steakhouse. Yeah. Okay.
Nobody knows about that.
Okay, we're glad you're with us this morning. Ah, there you go. J-Man is correct. This week is tax-free week in Florida for hurricane season supplies. Hence, I stocked up on various buyers. Well, they didn't give me tax-free on my new water booties that I bought yesterday.
Yeah, they're kind of like McDonald's. The hamburgers are just a different style.
Oh, okay.
I'm more of a flame broiled burger kind of guy.
You know what? Burger King does have a good flame broiled burger.
If you look at McDonald's and how they make them, they use a clamshell, flat grill, and that's it.
Well, I mean, you can pass a Burger King. They always smell good with that smoke coming out of there. But then again, McDonald's always had better fries. But now that McDonald's doesn't put hardly any salt on their fries,
yeah,
they just ruin those.
I worked for McDonald's. I was an assistant manager at McDonald's, and I will tell you from experience, and McDonald's fries are skinny. They're not really all that great. I like the best place I have found that has the best fries is Wendy's.
I like their
and the
fries.
reason Wendy's has great fries is because you can get a Frosty and you can dip your fries into the Frosty. Now that is delicious food. But I like Burger King burgers, so.
Well, I'll tell you, and I don't know. I know they're not all around the entire country, but Chick-fil-A. Not only their waffle fries put every single other fries to shame, but they are so busy here in our area that they've had to build shade tarps like they do at lines at Disney. They've had to build shade tarps with industrial fans because they have their kids at 3 stations outside taking the orders on like an iPad machine.
Uh-huh.
So like there's like 6 cars down the line that they've already had their orders taken, and then when you get to the window, they just confirm your name, and those kids, they actually, even their hourly employees, they pay them with incentive bonuses on how much traffic they can move, as opposed to other fast food restaurants. And if you look here, we have most of our Chick-fil-A's here on weekdays. They have cops directing the traffic in the parking lots because it is so crowded.
Oh wow.
From like 11:30 to 3:30, there's like a cop in the parking lot. And you go by a Steak and Shake or McDonald's, and they'll have 6-8 cars in line. You go by a Chick-fil-A, there'll be literally 30 cars in line all the way out their parking lot down the shopping center parking lot.
So I've had Chick-fil-A, and it's been almost 30 years since then.
Oh, they're huge.
There's none here on the West Coast that I know of.
He says they opened a White Castle in Orlando, and the wait is 3 miles long.
Hello, Barney. How are you? Life and Times with Barney Taylor is here.
Morning, Barney. Life and Times of Barney Taylor. Now we're talking some food. Show me the money. Oh. I would rather have White Castles than McDonald's. Yeah, I would take a White Castles over McDonald's too. It's just the problem is they're only in certain parts of the country.
See, you guys have Arby's down there, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's I like Arby's curly fries.
Yeah, they're good.
With the horsey sauce on them.
Yep.
Man,
I'll tell you the best sandwich Arby's has, and it's not even on their menu. You have to ask for it. It's called the Super. It's a roast beef sandwich on steroids. They put it on a bigger bun, and then they put lettuce and tomato on it, and then they put a secret sauce on it, which for years I didn't know what it was, but basically it's not a Catalina dressing, but if you know what Catalina is, the red dressing, it's the Western brand that's almost like a maroonish color, like a deep red color, as opposed to a bright orangey red. It's a deep maroon, and that's their secret sauce they use on it. It's called the Western salad dressing. Oh my God, that is a great sandwich. But it's not on the menu. You have to ask for it. What
do you mean, Mark? You're hungry? I wonder why.
Yeah, why we're hungry. Food in a detector's stream. Who do you think we talk about? I know, Kay. We're just all over the place. North Carolina, thank you for helping out J-Man and Metal Sharks there. Get that phone number for the RMA that if he needs it. So thank you. We are getting some metal detecting stuff done here this morning.
Yeah, they do, Jim. They offer a plant-based meat.
Oh, Burger King's really advertising that right now.
They offered it. Would you like our new plant-based burger? And I looked at him. Would you like me to throw up in your drive-thru on you before I even get to eat it?
Can't figure out what. Okay, Barney Tiller. I'm planning on being in Florida on June 20th. Where at, Barney? We're not as big as Texas, but it is a pretty big state. So, secret sauce. Don't go Joe Bob Rake on me here this morning, Robert. We know where you're going with that, Pat. Oh my God, that's insane, Denise. Where is Panama Beach near you or not? No, Panama Beach is up in the Panhandle. That's 5 hours from me, Barney. You're up there near J-Man and Charlie Digging It Back. Charlie Digging It Back is from the Panhandle. The Whopper might make you grow booties.
They have to let you know what's in. They have to let you know if it's a soy burger or not.
Yes, they technically do.
And I say, no, give me the meat. I want it to say moo.
This week at Cooking with Rob, we discuss fast food.
Well, I could talk about my Traeger.
Well, I'll tell you something. If you guys want to get back, I keep all my bad dad jokes in my database.
Mike.
Oh. Well, here we'll get back onto. Can everybody confirm with me, since I have only found 2 of these? Can everybody confirm with me that that's an old spark plug?
Yep, old spark plug.
I found that on an old permission that Dalton got. And
isn't it like an old Ford one?
Yeah, it's got the whitest porcelain here. Yeah. So, and here's something I've just found that I've never found before. It looks like a mini putter, but I'm assuming since it's got an absolute total square end that this is some kind of watch winding key. Or not watch, but clock or some kind of winding. It's completely square here. Let me get that in the light right there. Get my head out of the way. Wow, that's hard doing on the opposite end. But that's completely square right there. And you can see, but I'm assuming this square piece goes into, so if anybody knows, Barney says, I have to go get on the tractor now. You have a good, God bless day. Thank you, Barney.
You too, Barney. Have a great day.
Please let me know if you get near the Tampa Bay area, Barney. But if anybody knows, it looks like a gas flame lamp adjuster. Wow, that's about as specific as you can get.
Yeah.
Grandfather clock winder. Okay. This was
Is there any
on
markings on it?
Huh? No, there's no writing, no markings. It was on a 1920s property I did Thursday or Friday.
That could be.
I got 4 Wheaties, a vintage silver ring, and this thing. So it was a very small front yard. Dalton and I got 3 permissions in a row, the corner lot and then 2 of the inside. That looks like an old wind-up toy key. Oh, that's another good suggestion, Frankie. That's right. It kind of does look like that. The old wind-up metal car or something. Rob, keep looking and you might find your sanity. Well, I may be getting older, Jim, but I refuse to grow up.
It's a key for opening sardine cans.
Jeff, I found one of those this week too. Actually, 4 years of digging, I found my first sardine can key. It's really tiny.
Morning, Jeff.
It's out of my trash pile, Jeff, but thank you. I actually found my first sardine key the other day. When I found it, I started laughing. I was like, man, I've been digging 4 years. I found so many sardine keys or cans, and I finally found my first key. Old roller skate key, that's a possibility too. I can't remember if they had square holes on the end of them or not. Denise is going with the wind-up key as well. Okay.
I'm going with the lamp flame adjuster.
That sounds so cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, that because if that was a wind, because the end piece where the handle is looks like one of those for the toy, but it would actually still have a pin or something that you attached it to that toy. I've got a couple of old wind-up ones.
The two ends were the same. They looked like 2 butterfly wings. They were the same.
Right.
Maybe it's a Florida key. Oh, you guys are like all in rare form this morning. I'm telling you, man. You guys are just.
It's a key to the Florida man.
Yeah. Joe says he found his first sardine key yesterday. Kay says the ones she's seen are usually more ornate, the flame adjuster. Thank you, Kay. See, some of these people live in areas where they're going to see this stuff. Good morning, Jeff, and welcome here with all of us lovely people. You missed our food. Well, it wasn't really food. It was fast food. Jeff probably cooked real food. The key to Orlando. I have yet to hunt in Orlando. It's the key to my heart. Well, thank you, Clerks Cove. Cynthia says, I think everyone in Georgia eats potted meat and Vienna sausages and throws the can on the ground for decades.
You probably have found one of mine because I've done that while I was in Georgia.
Jeff says this is a chastity belt. Have I checked to see if this fits your chastity belt? Oh, I lost mine a long time ago. Denise says she lost her chastity belt a long time ago, Jeff. I've only seen them on YouTube videos. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google, do some pictures and work on this, guys. And Bill says in Tennessee also, Cynthia. I feel bad you guys find all this trash stuff in your areas. I mean, I do get the occasional sardine can, but fortunately it's not like all the time. Oh, Clark's Cove, I think that's really nice.
Well, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to detect where I dropped them, though. Or hit them or threw them away because I didn't want to carry them with me.
Well, you know, that's funny, Jay, man. You make a really good point there. You know, all these places that don't let us metal detect, and what they don't understand is that we leave the ground so much less polluted and so much cleaner than it was when we got there. Denise says, they're all haters. That's right. They don't understand that we're not just digging holes. We're taking out their trash that's corroding their ground.
That's great to hear, Kay.
Good deal, Kay. She's good to go. Fantastic. Take it to the Antique Roadshow. There's my $1 million piece, my.
It's Napoleon's chastity key.
You know, it's funny. He makes that joke. Take it to the roadshow. when my father passed away and I started going through tons and tons of his stuff that I had never seen before, I ran across a manila envelope, a legal manila envelope, and I opened it up inside, and there was an instruction sheet for an X15 racer. So I had to look at what it was like a three-wheel big wheel, but it was made in the early 60s, and it was like all silver, aluminum, and space age looking. It looked like a rocket, and it was called I believe it was called the X15. And also in this envelope, besides the owner's manual, was a sticker packet to put on your X15, and then one washer that had to go on something that you assembled. Well, anyway, I went on to the internet, and these old space age looking big wheels were going for like $400, $500, $600 for restored, or because they were really hard to find because the kids abused them and people threw them away. Well, nobody had the manual for how to and instruction manual how to build one and put it together, and nobody had an original sticker packet. So that piece of paper and that sticker packet I put on eBay, and I got $105 for that piece of paper and sticker packet.
Wow, nice.
Because people wanted to put that with their original machine so they could match the two up and then sell their piece for more money.
Yeah, Clark, I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm eating my
Cinnamon Toast Crunch Remix. There you go.
So it's kind of like cereal, but
I'm finally out of bed. Guess I slept in. No, you're doing great.
Yeah, good morning, Marlon.
Great. You did miss all the food conversation.
Yeah, we're talking about fast food: White Castle, Arby's, Wendy's, Burger King, McYucks.
McYucks, yeah, McYucks. Hey, getting back to McYucks, and I'm going to gross everybody out here because Denise and her dad can't stand it, and they all think it's disgusting. I absolutely love the McRib. I know he threw it up in his mouth over there. I'm sorry, but I get bad. I know it's like eating rubber, but I don't care. Mansoor does. It's like Target. We're all going to Target. Jacques Panay. Let's go to Monsieur McDonald.
Oh, that's good, Robert and Melissa. I'm glad you guys like that bacon soup. That's pretty. It enhances everything else. It by itself just kind of but when you add it to like, biscuits and gravy or other things like that, oh man.
Yeah, Jeff, I imagine making your own homemade fried chicken is going to be better than any fast food fried chicken. Because remix means it's been eaten already.
No, Bill, doesn't mean that.
Oh my God, that's great. Oh. North Jersey Detector, welcome to the chat. We'll have your food order delivery out to you as soon as we can. Let me go get my second cup of coffee, Cecil.
All right.
Yeah, I'm empty, hon. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you and your limpy. Does it still hurt?
Oh God, yeah.
What did you do to that again? Hit it on the door? Oh, she caught the edge of the table. Good morning, Ray. Hi, Rob and Cecil.
Hey, Ray. How's it going this morning for you? How's the weather down there in Cali?
A taco on his?
Taco, please. Tacos. Yo quiero taco bell.
Okay, so North Jersey Detector is Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Cynthia, for keeping me all straight. Yep. It's Kay saying, Jason and Marlon, good morning. Good. There's another name I can now put in my name bank.
Yeah, so that secret beach of yours there, Ray, that you weren't going to tell anyone. What was the name of it? You're going to tell me now? You're muted.
I saw that title on his video there.
Got to get my kids a detector loaded up to head out. Have a great day, everyone. I love this Sunday morning last with y'all. Well, thanks, Joe. Glad you stopped by.
Appreciate it,
Good
Joe.
luck out there, Joe. Have a good one, man.
Joe's gotta go.
Can you hand me those where you're walking by? The booties. Well, guys, here's what I
Did you
treated
just ask
myself
for?
to.
Did you just ask for
I got
boobies?
some new booty. I got some booty yesterday. I got my new tall boots to walk on the beach yesterday to go metal detecting. So these are my new water and beach shoes for my beach detecting. I treated myself yesterday. I sold my old truck Thursday. So
your shoe leather expressing it?
well, I've just got a pair of the ankle slip-on beach shoes, and as soon as you get in the soft sand at Clearwater Beach, the sand goes inside the booty, which isn't bad when you're walking on dry sand. But then when you go down to the water and you get them wet and the sand hardens, and then it goes to the front of your toes and it pushes against your toes, and then you try walking on dry sand again, your feet feel like they weigh 10 pounds. I'm like, I got to get something that's going to keep the sand out of my inside of my shoe.
Actually, what I meant by shoe leather express was you're walking now because you said you sold your truck.
I sold my old truck.
Oh, your older one.
I had an 86 Ford Ranger 4x4 with a V6 in it, 5-speed. And I used that. That was my everyday driver for 9 years while I bought and rehabbed the house across the street from Denise that I fixed up. It took me 8 years to fix it up and rehab it and sell it, but I bought it when the market was depressed, and it took me so long to rehab it and finish it that the market came back, and I wound up selling it at top dollar. And the guy that has it across the street now from Denise is a really nice guy, the guy that I sold it to. As a matter of fact, he's the guy in the boat that took me out to the party island on my video where I went out to the island and metal detected on the island. He was the guy that took me out in the boat. Jeff, they're closing all the Whataburgers here in Florida. They opened up like 5 new Whataburgers in our county. They were all open and they built them from scratch. They took an empty piece of land, built the Whataburger, opened it up. It was open for 6 months. They closed it, and then a company came in and demolished the building like it was never there. I don't know what the hell happened to Whataburger around here, Jeff, but
I've never had Whataburger either.
I've
never seen a Whataburger.
I like Five Guys, but the only problem with Five Guys is they only make their burgers one cooking. They make them medium well, and I don't like a medium well burger. I like a under medium.
Five Guys is overrated.
Oh, I like their burgers, and I'll tell you something.
I've been there once.
Fries that you can steak a shit. You can steak a you can shake a stick at. Yeah, that's easy for me to say.
Spit it out.
A Mona burger.
Moana burger.
Steak and shake. Well, now that we're talking about this, I'm going to tell you guys another depressing story. We have a steak and shake here in our area called Trinity, and Denise and I like eating there because they have that $4, $4.99 meal deal or whatever. Well, they've been closed since COVID. You can only get drive-through, so they reopened a few weeks ago. Now that COVID's on the downswing, and we went in there, and man, were we disappointed. They got rid of the entire counter had like the 8 bar stools that you could sit at the nice shiny counter like an old 50s diner. They got rid of that, wiped it right out of the restaurant. You walk in now, and it looks like a McDonald's. You walk in, and there's 2 computer touchscreens in front of you. You now don't get seated by a host, and you don't go to your table and get china plates and silverware and your drinks and glasses. You do a push button, you order. The guy comes to the table. The food is in a plastic basket now, like you're at some Cheezo place. You get plastic silverware. You have to ask for salt and pepper, and it comes in the little packets as opposed to a nice glass salt and paper. And then if you get a drink, it's in a plastic cup now as opposed to a nice big heavy glass cup. Our steak and shake experience went from something nice to a sit down, be served with china to a worse than McDonald's. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Cynthia, I never knew you did that. Don't be so old-fashioned, Rob. That sounds amazing.
David Fraser, go hold. Reel it
Wow,
back
I didn't
in.
know that either, Montana Treasure Hunter. You can't get a salad bar at Pizza Hut anymore. They had a great salad bar.
Yeah, they did.
Gold, we'll reel them back in. Boy, I'm so happy everybody's here, guys.
So Marlon, there's a place that does the peanuts, but they don't do it anymore. We just went to it, had dinner there not too long ago.
Cody's Roadhouse does the peanuts.
Yeah, there's another one. There's one here in Oregon that I know of.
I like Carrabba's.
But yeah, they stopped doing the peanuts because of COVID.
Oh yeah, you're right. There was a. They used to have the peanuts at Five Guys.
No, I've never eaten at Five Guys. Never wanted to.
Good morning, Reed. Good morning. Somebody else popped in. Good morning, Reed.
Good morning, Reed.
Good morning, Dirty Money Metal Detecting. I travel all over. If you get to New Mexico, you got to try a lot of burger with fire roasted green chilies. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yep.
See, I'm not big on hot stuff. I have to admit, I'm not big on hot stuff. But I agree with Kay, and I think everybody in here, Kay, would agree with you. I'd rather find a good mom and pop diner too, Kay, and get some good homemade meatloaf or some good homemade fried chicken.
My girlfriend used to own a restaurant in Warrenton where we used to live. She actually sold it so that she can go take care of her mom when her dad died. And so I got restaurant cooking here at home 24/7. So my expectations, up there a bit. There's one place that is better cooking than hers, and that's the old pizza or the old spaghetti factory.
Oh, we used to have two of those here in Tampa, but they closed up.
Yeah, this one just reopened back up because of COVID, and we went there.
Cool. The place here, if you order a big spaghetti dinner, they used to serve it with a glass of milk. Oh, I love milk with my spaghetti. That's like, yeah.
I had a beer.
All right, Mr. David Frazier wants to get us back onto metal detecting, and he says his bucket lister is a seated or a barber. Well, I have some barbers, Mr. David, so I completely agree with you for seated. And I don't even have a barber yet in the 1890s. My next bucket lister is 1800 silver. I'll be happy if it's 1899 and a half. I don't care.
You're right, Ray. Meatloaf is one food that I could eat.
What's wrong?
My girlfriend makes a breakfast style meatloaf with sausage and eggs and all that, and she does a dinner meatloaf. And oh my God!
No! You can't put those two words together. You can't put breakfast and meatloaf together.
Oh yes, you can. The way she made it, yeah.
And Kay says she would like to have a V-nickel since finding my quarters. Well, my next nickel find, Kay, is a shield. Dalton has two shields. I don't have. Dalton just found a shield nickel with Troy on a curb strip in St. Pete. A freaking shield nickel.
Good morning, AAP Variety Channel. How are you today?
Good morning, AAP.
I don't eat ketchup because I really don't like a fruit paste. To me, tomatoes are fruits, so I treat them as such. And pizza doesn't have marinara sauce on it. It actually has a ranch and garlic sauce on it instead.
It's like an 1866 shield nickel in Montana, almost as old as the first Montana settlements. That is excellent, Dirty Money. Excellent.
That's awesome, Dirty.
Dalton's able to get a date off of one of his two. The other one was really nasty.
See, and that's something I might be able to find in my area, just because of the year, But
and where are you at? You're in PA,
Oregon.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
Oregon. You're way out there. You're way out there in God's country.
I wouldn't call this God's country. Drive through Salem, and what you see is.
Yes, but it just evokes visions. Oregon of mountains and
well, we have a little bit of everything here in Oregon. We've got a temperate forest, we've got desert, we've got the mountains.
Guys, Mr. Nathan Dog is my co-pilot. Pirate is here. Relic Hunting, Montana. He was probably one of my first 20 subscribers, guys. He has been very, very good to my channel, guys. If you are not familiar with Mr. Nathan Dog is my co-pilot, not only does he have some great metal detector videos, he has a beautiful place out there. And when it snows in the wintertime, he does some beautiful snow videos out there, guys. So check out Dog is my co-pilot, Relic Hunting, Montana. When I hear Salem, I think of witches. Thanks, Hollywood. Montana treasure hunter. She'll make a lot. I've heard rumors of that going. You guys have been on a roll today. Oh.
There you go, Ray.
Yeah, I want.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Marlon. And trust me,
Thank you, Cecil.
the head witch is there. You know, when she gets booted out soon.
Getting ready to go detecting. Woot woot. That is a woot woot. I haven't been detecting for 3 days now.
You're more than welcome, Ray.
I'm starting to get some tremors here. Here you go. Here you go, Cecil. Eastern Oregon is so ugly compared to the west 2/3 of the state, just like East Texas and Central Gord and Central.
But Kay, you got to understand, it's got the painted hills, and if you haven't been to the painted hills, man, you're missing out on what's in Eastern Oregon. And it's not that bad of a desert. I mean, it's not like down in like Arizona desert, or it's not a hot, overly hot desert. At least not now.
I have a good true or false question for you from our trivia Tuesday night or Thursday night. Is the Sahara Desert the biggest desert on the planet?
The Sahara?
Yes. Is it the largest desert on the planet?
We have to say yes to that.
Yes, it is.
I mean,
it was almost like a trick question. He made you think about it when the answer was obvious.
Well, no, I mean, it's like, wait a minute. It takes up a pretty big chunk of this continent.
Or wait a minute. Reed might be right, too. It might be the Gobi. See, now I can't remember the answer, Reed. Here I am giving out false information to people.
Google it.
I'm doing that right now. What is the biggest desert in the world?
The Sahara is the world's largest desert. It extends across most of the northern part of Africa.
Well, see, that's a trick question. The answer is the Antarctica. Somebody put that in here because they consider the polar ice and tundra a desert. But as far as sand,
but see, now a desert to me has to not have water.
Yeah,
that would be a desert. Whereas Antarctica,
well, it says it's because it's tundra.
No, then that's
AAP says his paranormal videos are doing really well on YouTube. I can't believe it. Well, that's because that's a really good subject, AAP. That's a subject that fascinates me, and I'm sure it fascinates a lot of people.
Yes, David, Google race.
Ooh, I thought it was a Utah Salt Lake. That's a damn good point, Bill.
No, the Sahara still goes across most of Africa. And when we're talking like
9,200 square kilometers for the Sahara, Cecil. And the Gobi Desert's only 1.29. So, yeah, the Sahara is much bigger than the Gobi. See, they're saying the Arctic and the Antarctic count as deserts.
Even then,
desert is defined by yearly rainfall. See, Reed's our man on the spot here. And David Fraser saying the polar ice cap. See, guys, what other stream can you come into to go from talking about the biggest deserts to McDonald's McRib sandwich. Okay, none. This is the only stream on YouTube.
Yeah, but you got to think. Well, it's still this. If you're
I agree with General.
Deserts have no water.
Well, these are you. Deserts have no water. That's what I would think too. Bill says North Texas. Yes, the Middle East is desert and huge. That's what I would think.
I mean, if you look at a map of it, it's just the top half of Africa is just desert.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so it's
the Sahara Desert, and it shows a picture, and the entire. You're right. See, so the entire half of the continent is sand.
3.6 million square miles.
That's a lot of freaking sand. Okay.
That's like Texas, Alaska, California, Washington, Idaho, Nevada. I mean,
he's a genius.
Yeah, the Gobi Desert is pretty big, but not as big as the Sahara.
Yeah, the Gobi is saying it's like a quarter of the Sahara. And then they have something called the Great Australian Desert.
David says his garden looks like a desert.
There you go. I am Mr. Black Thumb myself. You let me you let me plant something, and I'll kill it faster than you can. Yeah, Bill says find me a desert with McDonald's on it. And we'll combine something.
They actually have one in the Sahara. It's in one of the cities there. I can't remember which one it was though.
Wow. Now AAP is getting a little spooky here. Treasure Outdoors, good morning.
Good morning, Treasure.
You stepped into a very weird chat this morning. If there was treasure in that scam, Dirty Money says he'd be out there looking for it. Hey, take Denise Kidder with you. She just found her first case of coins this week. Yeah, Kay says we'll never become a desert in East Texas. Too much range. Well, the reason I put the beach thing in my title, guys, and I didn't even think about me being at the beach to do it, that you guys would think that. I should have thought that way. But I just meant with the whole mid country and the whole East Coast all the way down here to Florida having a heat spell right now, that even all the guys up in New York and Atlantic Coast and everything. Jeff, we're not going there. We're not going into politics. I did feature it, but we're not going there. He's doing that. He's doing that to rile me up, is what he's doing.
Well,
not that it takes much to rile me up.
I know, but here, first word.
Cecil, take that down, please.
I didn't show all of it.
Oh no, you didn't. I cannot believe you have that. I cannot believe you have that flag, Cecil.
Oh, trust me. I have had this before he even.
We have a McDonald's in Elko. I don't even know where Elko is. See, Reed's out there in the middle of nowhere too. Reed, Bill wants to know how much dust they have on the counter.
Yeah. Or do they have a dust room where you first come in and they got a blower from the top and a vacuum underneath where it takes all that off of you?
Bill went live the other night?
Yeah, I missed it too.
Jeff says he has one too, Cecil.
I sent one to a buddy of mine who's a Democrat, and we have agreed not to talk about politics together when we're together.
I'll be honest with you. I actually had a very close friend for 20 years, longer than 20 years. We'd known each other since 9th or 10th grade. And when Obama was running his first term, and obviously this guy was a big Bush fan, we got into such a heated argument. He got so mad at me on the phone one time. He said, "Don't call me." And I thought, okay, I'll let him cool off for a few days. I won't call him. And that was 23 years ago. And we were close friends. I mean, we've done a lot for each other. And yet my best friend is completely opposite political me, but me and him are very respectful of each other. We can have very good conversations and we can talk about it. But yet I have some neighbors that I can't talk to them about it.
Yeah. Well, we have discussions. And if
nothing wrong with discussions.
When one of us say, okay, well, let's keep our feelings out of it. It's just a discussion. Let's find. I want to know why you feel this way. He wants to know why I feel this way.
Yes.
So
if you're talking about it rationally and you're asking why you believe in that position that you're taking, that's fine.
But can you believe that this guy here, who's been a Democrat all his life, actually voted for Trump?
Who, you?
No, my buddy who's a Democrat.
Oh,
voted for Trump.
I'm a Democrat, and I voted once for Republican, and I'll tell you why I voted. I voted for Ronald Reagan the very first time, and I'll tell you why I voted for Ronald Reagan. Because Ronald Reagan did his entire platform. This was during the Iranian hostage crisis, if you remember back then. And I thought it was an absolute disgrace that we let those people be prisoners, American citizens be prisoners for a year. So when Ronald Reagan's platform, when he came on and said, "You will return those people to me on the first day that I'm president, or I will bomb you into fucking oblivion," okay? And he would have. And he would have. Okay? And those people came home that day. And that's why, and I wanted those people home. Sorry, I got a little emotional there, guys.
That's okay. Yeah, no, I wasn't old enough to vote, but I was for Ronald.
Oh, my God. See, now you're making me feel really old there, Cecil. Because you're bald-headed and you have a beard and I have hair, and now you're telling me you're younger than me.
Well, I'm way younger than you.
How old are you?
I'm not even 50 yet.
Yeah, you are way younger than me.
And this is hereditary.
Oh, so, Dirty Money says they're heading out to do some magnet fishing. Very good luck with that, Dirty Money.
Yeah, good luck, Dirty Money. You have fun out there, man. I got to make me a magnet fishing video soon.
Thank you, Denise.
What?
I have somebody with me here. Cynthia's quick. She says, "You're a baby, Cecil." Cynthia's the same age I am. Bill's asking that because he was stopped in a bar on Elko Main Street and the counter seats had about an inch of dust on them. Oh, now we're going to have to figure out where the hell Elko is and if it's in the middle of some dust storm desert.
All right, so enough of politics. Let's get back to detecting.
Absolutely.
I can talk to anybody about anything, but when emotions get involved and people get heated, I just walk away from it. There's no.
See, Treasure Outdoors says it very politely. Politics is the easiest way to separate us. We can agree to disagree, and we don't have to hate each other. I know. We play trivia every Tuesday night, guys, with 6 neighbors, and I can honestly tell you that I'm the only person on the left there in that table, but yet we can all have fun at trivia, and we all stay respectful of each other. And we do agree, past the joking around like we were doing here, not to get serious with politics at the table. But yes, we should not let it separate us, guys. We're all Americans.
No. All right, see you later, Marlon.
Marlon's got to get clips ready. One of these days, I'm gonna learn how to do some of those clips. I am old enough to have voted for Nixon. Yeah, see that now you're going back past me, Jeff. I remember being a kid. My parents asked us to watch 2 things on TV that were going to be historical, that they knew that would go down in history. And one of those was the moon landing. I was 6 or 7 when that happened. And then Nixon's resignation speech.
Well, wasn't that in '69 when they landed on the moon?
Yep. I was 7 or 8 years old. They asked us to watch that. And then when Nixon resigned, I was probably 10 or 11.
No. So you're not even 9 years older than me then.
I'm 59.
Okay, so you are 9 years older than me then. I'll be 50 this year.
Yeah, I'll be 60 at the end of the year in December. All right, here we go. Hold on. We got mayor videos here. Team Lynch is putting up a silver $50 for the giveaway today, and Relic Reaper may put up a silver quarter. Very cool, Marlon.
So you're on it in an hour, right, Marlon?
He's on at 11:30. I'm probably going to cut this one off at 11 today, guys. We're going to end a little early today. Denise has some honeydews for me. I have to go pick up 10 square feet of concrete brick pavers because we're putting a new shed in the backyard. Denise,
All right, Montana.
General says I got married in '69. Denise, I had no idea you were going to be that old. I thought you were much younger than that, Denise. Bill
What day in August, Denise?
Bunch of youngsters. But everybody, don't forget about, if you're new to this stream or new to the over here, Mayor Videos, Mr. Marlin, he has a stream at 11:30. It goes for 1 hour, hour and 10 minutes. He has some really fun stuff on his stream, guys. He has the duck races. Last year, his co-host,
Tripwire.
Thank you. I could not think of his channel. Tripwire did a really
that's his name. Let me get you his. It's not Tripwire. His video is.
He did a really great tribute memorial video for the veterans. Cynthia says, "I'm loving my 50s so much I can't wait for my 60s."
Yeah, straight up metal detecting is
straight up metal detecting. But he did that.
But he calls himself Tripwire.
He did that great tribute video to the veterans last week.
Yeah.
See, Cynthia's got it. She's out there, straight up metal detecting. Yeah, Marlon has a good show, but we have a nursery here that's only open till like noon on Sunday, and Denise wants to get the concrete blocks so we can put the base down for the new shed we're putting in the backyard. Mr. Frankie's back. He probably made himself breakfast, and he's back.
All right, guys. I'm posting a link to Mayor's video. You'll have, if you want to go see his live. This won't be for his live, but this is his channel.
Yeah, you can get to his live through his channel. Thank you very much. Yep. Tripwire is food free American. That's putting it mildly. That's
very mildly,
Cynthia. Jeff says, "I'm 72 next week, and I can't wait for my 20s." Yeah, Jeff, you get to a certain point where you start going backwards like Benjamin Button. Montana Treasure Hunter, love every second of your 40s.
Yes, love every second of it because pretty soon it's gone.
Yeah, probably my best decade was my 30s. Man, that's back when I had a really good paying job, and I had friends that had fishing boats and speedboats and skiing and deep sea fishing. Yeah, I had a really good time in my 30s. And then you get out there, you buy a house, and you start making house payments and car payments, and you're like, where'd all that money for that boat go?
Yeah, I was making great money in my late 30s, early 40s. I wish I still had that job.
What's that?
I worked for Red Bull.
Oh, okay.
But unfortunately, somebody who wanted my job started spreading bad rumors about me and lies, and started getting a couple of my clients to go along with it, and got me fired. Well, he got my job. 2 weeks after he got my job, he got into a wreck with the Red Bull rig itself. Drunk. And put a person in the hospital. And then he confessed to the bosses that he lied about me.
Yeah, that was back when I had my good paying jobs.
Yeah. Well, I was making close to 60,000.
See, I've never made that money in my life, but then again, I haven't worked a corporate job in 15, 20 years. So I was 30 years ago when I was making 30,000. That was dang good money.
No, Jeff, it wasn't my political views because
Silver Bowl 30. What is a POS? No, we know. See, now I have a buddy here who used to date the girl that lived across the street. He got a job working for Great Bay Distributors, who's our big beer distributor for Anheuser-Busch here. And they're literally like a mile up the road here is their compound. And he was delivering Anheuser-Busch products, and he just gave that job up. I'm like, my God, that's like he had health care. He had paid vacation,
Yeah.
and he just quit it. And I was like, oh my God, that's like a great job. AAP says that's why he's always worked for himself. My carpet cleaning business has been great for my huge family. Congratulations,
Yeah.
AAP.
I've been looking into.
It's kind of hard to get fired when you work for yourself.
Yeah. Thanks, Silver. Yeah. Well, they contacted me wanting. They said, "Hey, the guy confessed what he did. We're sorry what we firing you and all that." And they offered me my job back at the same pay. I said, "No, I want $70,000 a year to put up with you guys from now on." Because after they fired me, they lost 45 accounts in my area because nobody else took care of my accounts like I did. They just said, "Forget it, get your stuff, get it out of my store now." That's why they wanted me to come back, because those 45 accounts were close to $150,000 a year, or not a year, a month. I mean,
I'll tell you another one of those kind of stories. My sister was married to well, we call him DK for short, or DH for short. I'll let you figure out what that means. Whenever the kids are around, we just refer to him as DH. He was he got a job selling medical equipment, and I was working Disney at the time, and I actually got him an interview with Disney. And when he got the job, the territory he got the Disney account because it came with the territory he got. Now, just the Disney account alone, with all the wheelchairs and everything else that they have in the parks for all the guests that they have, he could have lived just on that account, and he screwed that job up.
well, I was really happy with that job. I got to go out. Some of the perks was I got to go. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Deschutes Brewery. They're over in Bend here in Oregon, and they do IPAs and a bunch of other beers. And I got to go stay there for a week because I won a contest because I sold a lot of beer.
Well, Cynthia, that's good, but sad to hear that. But that's good that
Yeah.
he's doing so well. And I did not know that you were actually a truck driver at one time, Cynthia. Ray, I completely agree. That is 100% Ray. You have to be happy with your job, or you're not worth it. You're not going to be happy in it. That's right. Oh.
I lost ways. Well, where you drive through Bend a lot? Where are you from?
I send people chats and then I forget to send them.
Boise.
Boise.
Okay. Yeah, that's not that far from Bend. Well, another 3 hours west, you'll be about where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm reading back. I'm reading back.
I'm an hour from Newport. In fact, I just was in Newport a couple weekends ago.
Wife lives in Newport, so Bend is along the way. There's Mr. John Long, our devout Catholic of the group here. Happy Corpus Christi, everyone. Mr. John Long keeps us posted on what Catholic holiday is currently.
Yeah, Reed. What is Corpus Christi?
He will let us know because I am a bad Catholic.
Yes, Reed. I mean Corvallis. A city in Texas.
I have never been to Texas.
Well, I know that there's
the Body of Christ Feast Day. Okay. Hey, Dean, you in here?
Something new.
Body of Christ. There you go. Mr. Reed saving the
So,
day here too.
that city in Texas is called the Body of Christ. Then,
Corpus
okay.
Christi. Yes, that's basically, I guess, what it translates to. I know, John Long. He's right there, Johnny on the spot with that. Jeff says he knew that too. Well, see, guys,
I didn't.
my mom
I'm not.
would be very disappointed in me on that one.
Like, I'm not very religious, so I don't talk about religion because I don't know much about it, and I like to keep it that way.
Well, there you go. Because if there's something you can get into arguments with faster than politics, it's religion.
Oh, I've been sitting down at a bar watching these two guys argue about religion one time, and next thing I know, you hear this bottle break, and you look over, and this guy's just sitting there beating.
Yeah.
All right. Now I know.
Over loving your fellow man, right?
Oh yeah. Talk about laying hands on someone.
Well, it's time for another cup of coffee, good people. I want to try these out very soon.
Yeah, Cynthia, my family is devout Southern Baptists, and I was one of those kids that, yeah, okay, I'm here, I'm gonna sleep. Dog. We're all kind of Montana. Bunch of old farts. Well, if you really look at it, most people who detect are people who are retired. They've got time to do it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or anything like that. I mean, yes, there are some young people that do it, but more so now because of COVID and all. But it's every time I've seen somebody, it's been an older person in a park. So, Rob,
More nectar of life.
Denise said, well, she did say it.
I can help with you any day this week, but Tuesday I'm donating. Okay, I'll text you, Denise. But yeah, I want to. I might even try and sneak down to Clearwater Beach tonight.
Cynthia's leaving. Oh, AAP's Variety Channel's leaving. Okay, I'm sorry. Have a good one, Luke.
Lost Way saying hi to Nathan.
Well, actually, Lost Way was saying, a bunch of old farts in here. I will be 50 this year as well. And he was going, hey,
He is one of the younger ones in here. LA is a city of angels. Yes, that's a huge joke here in the States, Jeff. That's for sure. The city of sin and graft. Rough to see the wizard.
Well, I know a scarecrow that needs a brain.
Frankie, if I didn't have so many things going on right now, and Denise and I are trying to do some things at her house, I'd want to be out there every day, buddy, because it's an obsession with me. I'm telling you,
Good morning, Marty.
There's Mr. Stan. Good morning, everyone. Guys, we were beach hunting with Stan last week at night.
Morning,
and
Stan.
I saw his light, and Stan come walking over to me with 2 full-size shovels, not little teeny shovels, like 2 full-size construction job shovels. I go, Stan, what are you doing with 2 shovels? I found them on the beach. Somebody was digging a big hole over there, and he says, I got to go home with my shovels. And he took his shovels. Okay. All right, Denise. Thank you, Luke. Yeah, Reed. I have my best friend is Pentecostal, and when we were younger, we agreed to go to one of each other's services. So he came to a Catholic service of mine, and I went to one of his Pentecostal. And let me tell you something. His service scared the bejesus out of me, and he thought we were all a bunch of cults with all the chanting going on in the Catholic Church. So that was a real eye-opening experience for both of us. But when the first person in his church yelled up and screamed out Jesus, I was scared to death. Let me tell you. But yeah, we went to each other's churches so we could know more about each other. Nathan says he's nowhere near close to retirement. But Marty Verstel. Morning, Rob, Cecil, and the rest of the gang. Kapow.
It's in the blood. Good morning.
Oh, okay. When you said donating, I didn't know if you were like donating blood, Denise. Guys, I go places that still checks your temperature for COVID, and everywhere I go, what's your temperature supposed to be? 98.6, 98.8? What's your temperature, body temperature supposed to be?
98.6.
Yeah, and they say as you get
with
a little
an
bit
oral
older,
thermometer.
Huh?
With an oral thermometer. If it's temporal, like your forehead and stuff, take away a couple of degrees because you're exposed.
Right. And the last time they checked it somewhere I went, they used one of those temporal things, and I was like at 97 something, and the lady said, well, like you said, these come in a little cooler, and as you age, you also get a little cooler. I've tried donating blood 3 times the last month, and every time I go to the blood center and they check mine, they always have me come in at 100.5, and they go, I'm sorry, you're over half a degree higher. We can't take your blood because you could be sick. And I'm like, listen, lady, everywhere I go, every thermometer checks me, I'm at 97, and you're the only place I ever go to where I'm 100. So my blood donating place just does not want my blood. And I'm over 20 gallons on donated blood. I've been donating blood since I was a junior in high school. A shovel spill. I like that phrase, Cynthia. A shovel spill. I like that. Nathan says, I look forward to retiring and moving to Newport and starting beach detecting full time.
Yep. If you go to my channel, my beach detecting video was there at a park near Newport.
Is he the guy that does all the parks there in California?
No, that's Ray. Ray does the like Pismo Beach and all that down there.
No. There's a guy out near Oakland. I can't remember his channel name, but all he does is parks around his area. And you don't think there's that many parks because he lives in Oakland, which you think is a big city. But he just does nothing but parks around the California area there. I can't think of his name. It's in the blood. It's in the blood has made one of my streams. Look at that. That is Shane's daughter, Alex.
Oh, well, I said hi to her.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I missed it. I'm a little behind here like I usually am.
No, that's...
She made one of mine. She does live streams for sports, guys. She knows more about sports than probably every guy in this chat combined.
Well, thank you.
Just want to stop by and say, hey, I'm on break at work, but I caught your notification. Thank you very much, Miss Alex. They're going to look, Alex, I have a note on my computer, okay? Her and her dad are coming to Tampa next week, guys, and they are coming to tour Tampa Stadium, and I am going to try and meet them at least to say hi. Even if we can't detect, I want to come and meet them and say hi in Tampa.
Oh, right on. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Denise makes money through storage units, guys. I forgot about that. Does it count if they put the thermometer in your ass? That's usually going to be a lot more hotter, Jeff, okay?
Decked out in some Chiefs gear. Actually, you should go there with some Patriots gear on.
Yeah, wear a hat so the sun doesn't heat your head. Lost Ways, my truck, the air conditioning doesn't work good, so I figured maybe it was because I was out in my truck and didn't have air. The last time I went, I was in Denise's vehicle. We had the air turned up cold. Stan says he always requests a rectal thermometer. And yet they still said I was too hot. Don't mix up the thermometers. That's right. Well, okay, I wish I could get that. Then I could go get blood. That was something I was real big on doing. Is it a greenhorn, Rob? Does she mean the thermometer person? Probably.
I don't know. I sit there and turn my heater on, put my forehead up to it if I'm going to a place that has that thermometer.
Well, John Long, you are welcome, sir. And I will tell you my little story. When I was a junior in high school, I know I'm going to amaze everybody when I say this, but I was kind of, even though I was on the AB honor roll, I was also kind of a troublemaker, and I was usually getting in trouble. So I got called into the assistant principal's office one time, and he said to me, "I'll tell you what, I can either give you a detention or suspension, or we're having a blood drive next week, and you can get at least 5 fellow students to contribute to the blood drive, and we'll work it that way." And I said, "I will recruit those people for the blood drive." And I showed up with 5 persons and myself. We donated to the blood drive. I was 16, and I got a little plaque for organizing the drive. And ever since then, I started giving. And I got my 5-gallon pin, and then I got my 10-gallon pin, and my 15, and then I got my nice little plaque of ours was a hound dog or whatever, the blood donor thing. And I'm passed over 20 gallons. And I always do my first donation of the year for myself and my family, and then I put it out to whoever needs the blood. And I think giving blood is right up there good with your organ donations on your driver's license.
Yeah, I gave blood once. Woke up in the back of an ambulance.
You cannot wear Chiefs gear into Tampa Stadium, Alex. I'll lend you some Bucks gear for the day, okay?
That never was because I told her to go in Patriots gear
instead. Yeah, that ain't happening for her. And if it's got Tom Brady's number on it, she'll probably burn it in front of you.
Platinum sports card with coins attached for Alex to hunt for Rob.
Air conditioning, what's that? All my trucks are as old as me. Nathan, I just sold my 86 Ford Ranger. I think I was talking about that before you came in, Nathan. I just sold my 86 Ford Ranger 4x4. When that truck was running good and it was my daily driver, I had people come up to me almost every day at traffic lights asking me to sell that because it was such a hard model to find. It had the long 7-foot bed. 86 truck, it still has the original paint on it. Oh, we are going to try and get some metal detecting in. Well, then I was telling them that within 10 minutes of Tampa Stadium is the old section, the old, what do they call that? The historic section of Tampa. And if I can't get us a permission, we're going to at least hit some curb strips there. But Dalton and I have been pulling plenty of silver and Wheaties off of curb strips in Tampa. Cynthia, we have 255 AC in our car. Yep, 2 windows open at 55 miles an hour. Yeah, Kay, I just got under that. I was there just under 3 months, and they said if you were there between 3 and 5 months during that time, you can't. So I just get under that, Kay, because I wasn't in England the whole time. But yeah, that mad cow thing was bad.
Bill. I tried to give blood, but it came back as 101 proof.
Oh, she's with you there, Silver Bull 30. She's a huge Chiefs fan. I enjoyed it, John Long. I really did.
General Dick.
Yeah, Jeff, that was the same thing Kay was saying.
Jeff says, I got stopped by the police once to test to see how much blood was in my alcohol.
You guys are all hilarious. Cecil Glossways wants you to put your link in.
My channel.
Wow, I still have my 48 Chevy I bought when I was 18. That is freaking awesome. Yeah, Jeff, I've actually known some people in the morning when they got up, you could probably test their blood in the morning and it probably still had BAC in it. There you go, Lost Ways.
Now I have two channels that say Demon Rat 71. Okay. My original channel says Demon Rat 71, and then I have the Demon Rat 71 detecting.
Oh, okay. I just knew you were detecting one.
Yeah. Well, I was when I first started watching you though, Rob, I was just my regular Demon Rat 71. And then I wanted to separate all the metal detecting from all my gold panning and
Oh, okay.
it's just my stupid stuff I watch, like the 50th year anniversary of Napoleon Bonaparte, or not Napoleon, but Napoleon Dynamite or whatever that movie is. Little things like that. But
Good morning, Dig in Richmond. I wish I had all my cars in the 50s and 60s. My third car, Dig in Richmond, was a 67 Mustang, just a regular little Mustang but it had the 305 in it with the floor, automatic on the floor. And I sold that for $900. What do you think that's freaking worth today? Mark's going to cut up for Marlin Stream. For some reason he asked me to be on. Well, cool, Mark. We'll see you on Marlin Stream then. So Mark the Bird Hunter, guys, is going to be on Marlin Stream.
When the Washington changed their name, they should have chosen the Washington Redskins.
Redskins? I don't know if that's a play on the Skins word or hey, the Boston Red Sox were originally the Boston Red Stockings, and they changed their name. Just restored my wife's college car, 68 Type 3 Squareback. It's like a vintage car lot around here. Oh, that's awesome. What did I miss that Frankie said? I got to go back to work tonight after 9 days off. Oh, that first day back to work after 9 days off is always a killer. So, Frankie, I hope you got some detecting in over the last 9 days. Change their mascot to a potato so they can still be Redskins.
Wait a minute. Don't the Redskins have more Super Bowl rings than the Chiefs? I think they do.
The Chiefs have one.
Redskins has 3, I think. 3 or 4.
Well, I know they won one with our quarterback when Tampa Bay wouldn't pay Doug Williams, who was one of the first big black quarterbacks. Hugh Culverhouse, who owned the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the time, refused to pay him when his contract was up, and we traded him to the Redskins, and he promptly went to the Redskins and won them a championship. I will look that up, Cecil.
I think they have 3 or 4. I know they won in 86 against the Denver Broncos. I think it was 86. 86, 87.
Yes, they won the Super Bowl 17, 22, and 26. So you are correct, Cecil. Very good. They have 3.
I've been a Redskins fan since I was born.
My mom had a green 67 Mustang. Marty, that's the exact same mine was, that pea soup green. But man, that was a fun little car. It had the 2 vents in the hood that had the little turn signals in the hood.
Hey, Cynthia, you and I both had our first car was a Ford LTD. My first car was a 1979 Ford LTD station wagon that had the 429 in it.
My fourth car was a 1930 Duran. I wouldn't even know what that looked like. If Dracula attacked me, he would die from alcohol poisoning.
Wait a minute. He's already...
Nice, Stan. Stan's got some nice cars, guys. Stan drives a nice new Chevy Camaro convertible, guys. He is Mr. Happening for an old guy. My favorite was a 68 Firebird competition orange with white interior. I remember that car. I had a 79 Trans Am that was shit brown color with the big eagle on the front, or the screaming chicken, whatever you want to call it. Oh, it has to do with a balanced budget. They were in the red. Yes, yeah, watch. Yeah, now I get it, John. That makes perfect sense now. The red inks. Yeah, they're going to be in red ink for a long time, John. Also, I'm favoring them this year as well. I think they could take the division easily with the defense and Fitzmagic. Yeah, we were talking in one of our streams. I'm a big fan of Fitz. Steely Dan, hello and welcome to the stream. Yeah, my sister, I was stupid enough to let my sister borrow my Trans Am once, and then she was taking my girlfriend back to college at the time. And I found out from my college later, because my sister never told me this, that they outran a police car on the way up to Gainesville. Anyone in the Clearwater area, Florida, want to go shoot some curb strips, let me know. Guys, yeah, stands near Clearwater.
Actually, Jeff, it's kind of some people see it as a derogatory word towards an Indian because they're out in the sun all the time and their skin gets red. But
but yeah,
it's kind of like calling somebody a redneck because they're out in the sun and their neck gets red.
Well, that's where the term originally came from. It meant basically you were a farm worker or you were a manual laborer out in the sun.
Yeah.
Yes, but like he said, Jeff, that was a slang term for Indians. But see, this is where we differ as a culture. As a white person, it doesn't sound offensive to me. But then again, I'm not an Indian, so I don't know. When I was a senior in high school, I had a jet black 56 Chevy Bel Air two-door hardtop. I had a 69 Olds Cutlass that I had painted like a 442.
Oh, nice, Kay. I used to race Volkswagen Rabbits at the Portland International Raceway. Good morning, Charlie.
Howard is on his flight to Punta Gorda on that bright yellow canary plane. Oh, guys, Troy is at a museum in Texas. And he's showing me a picture of an old Ford car, guys. And look at this. Here's what Troy just sent me, guys. There it is. We all find them, guys. There's the wooden spoked rim with the valve stem cover and the valve stem dust cover nut underneath of it. Those are the ones we find, guys. There it is, actually on a car he's looking at in the museum. So isn't that cool? Mr. Charlie's here. Cool. Just showed that.
Well, luckily for me, John, I have 5 older sisters, and one of them was in high school while I went to high school, and she had a car.
Well, lucky for you.
Until I was actually got was it my first or second car?
Never heard of that one either.
First
Bill.
car, yeah.
Midget. Well, congratulations, Kay. I found my first lock nut the other day. Congratulations, Kay. Guys, if anybody gets a chance to hunt with Mr. Charlie from Digging It Back, hunt with Mr. Charlie because he's one of the funnest and nicest guys out there to hunt with, folks. Plus, he'll leave all the good finds for you. So,
what a nice guy.
He's the perfect wingman, let me tell you. Marty says, hang on. Marty says, I just dropped a video this morning. Has a valve stem cover in it. Go check it out. Guys, there you go. A little plug for Marty's channel. Got himself a board valve stem cover. Oh, that's right, Jeff. You were telling us about that. Sorry to hear that. Did you see his comment there? Cecil.
The foreskins, yeah. So what's your team there, Cloyne? And don't tell me you're a Cowboys fan. Oh, look.
Mr. Dirt Throwing Toys here, guys. I just showed his picture. He is joining us from Texas, folks. Does everybody remember drive-in movies? Yes, you do, with the girlfriend. Yes, sir.
I went to one last year. I went to a drive-in theater last year.
Kids owning cars in the 50s was not that common. Yeah, well, I grew up in the mid 70s there, John, so my dad wrecked the family. Well, my mom and dad each had a car. My dad wrecked his when I was 15 and a half. And my mom basically said, "You're not getting another car," because he'd had a stroke and his reflexes weren't good. So she said, "Nope, you're not getting another car. Your son's going to buy a car, and you can split it with your son." And then when I turned 16, the car was mine to drive. See, there's a loyal fan. Bill says he's a 49ers fan. That's a loyal fan when your team's not been doing well.
The 40 Winers?
The 40 Winers. Guys, I'm going to put a plug in for Troy here. Guys, I did a giveaway announcement a few weeks ago for Troy, trying to get him over 400 subscribers or over 50 likes in a video. And I did not get a really good response on that, which really disappointed me. He has over 400 subscribers now, and the video has over 50 likes. So I'm going to honor it. And within the next week or two, you're going to hear an announcement for Troy's channel for a giveaway. But guys, Troy deserves a lot more subscribers than he has. I keep trying to tell him he needs to do better titles, so people, if they just glance at his title in their notifications, and he needs to put things like big silver, huge silver, biggest silver you can find, bucket lister found. But guys, Troy's content is better than some of the channels, 10 times bigger than his.
I'll be right back. I got something in my back door.
Scrolling Troy's channel. Your content there will amaze you. I don't do that on purpose. 72 Buick Skylark. I had a Buick Skylark, PD Sandigger. They were great cars. Yeah, that'd be worth some money today, Frankie. Yeah, digging Richmond. We had a drive-through around here. There's a Home Depot there now, but back in my high school days, it was a drive-in. You had to put the box up against your window because that was way before you could tune it into your radio. We'll see if we can get him over there, Jeff. Had a 68 Chevy truck, put a bench seat in the box, and went back into the drive-in movie space. Awesome. Yep, there you go. That's a cool way to do it. Yep, the 40 Winers. Troy has an awesome channel. That is right, Cynthia. Oh, don't we wish we could all do those days over again?
Yeah.
Troy says, I do everything from my phone. Troy, the next time you're up this way, you come over the house, we're going to go into your channel from my computer. You can log in, and we'll change all your titles to give outstanding titles.
Charlie.
Will do, Charlie. We won't tell nobody.
And yes, General, I do want to go dig. I want to do a dig with you too. I think that would be fun.
Cecil will have to take the same plane flight over, buddy.
Let me know. I've got my General dig hole jar going.
I'm telling you, my neighbor across the street, or Denise's neighbor across the street, Cecil, she hit a scratch off for 10 grand.
Oh, nice.
So I will tell you right now, if I hit a scratch off for 10 grand, we'd be going tomorrow, Cecil.
I won't have the money that quick.
An old abandoned driving location should be a good place to search. They are, John, but unfortunately down here in Florida, as soon as they sell it, they put something on it. Back in the 50s, we had a party line. Yep, I remember my parents having a party line.
Digging Richmond, that's why I had a Ford station wagon LTD. I charged everybody $5 to get in the car.
Everybody went in the trunk.
For gas to get to this driving, because it was in the town I lived in the north part of town, and it was in the south end of town, which is about 8 miles away. You wanted to go, $5. I made money. Of course, that 429, it was a gas guzzler.
Cynthia says, you boys better pick me up. I only need a one-way ticket. Absolutely, Cynthia. And Bill says there's in California town next to his still has a drive-in. Wow.
Yeah, there's one here in Newburgh, which is about 2 hours away from where I live now. And then,
no, like I said, there's a Home Depot about 2-3 miles down the road, and that was the grounds of our drive-in. Man, I'll tell you, I was there all the time in high school. Yeah, taking people out of the trunk looked like a clown car. Everybody coming out of the back of it, backing through the exit. That's hilarious, Stan. Now you're talking like American Graffiti movie stuff. Yeah, you only had one phone in the house that hung on the kitchen wall, and you were really happy when your parents bought that really, really, really long twisty cord so you can actually get out of the kitchen and go hide in the corner and talk so nobody could hear you. I know, Jeff, you are way too kind, Jeff.
Yeah, I know, but that's still that airfare. I look at it; it's still gonna be.
What was it the last time you checked, Cecil?
For me, to go from because I'd have to do a trip from Portland, or actually try a little short hopper from Salem to Seattle, and from Seattle over to O'Hare, Chicago, and from there over into New York, or from New York.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have.
Well, it's a just in an airplane, was going to be close to a full day.
Wow. Hello, the metal detecting channel, the real metal detecting channel, guys. Not that fake metal detecting channel. This is the real metal detecting channel. Right, Cynthia? Oh, I always think in Richmond, I'm always trying to have fun, and it's always very hard for me to stay out of trouble. No, he meant
that's a lot bigger than I thought it was.
That he's the only one that could fit in the trunk because he's big. That's what his joke was.
Yeah, see, I have that station wagon. I could fit. I think the most I got in there was 18 people.
He is the real. You should change that metal detecting channel. You should change that to the real metal detecting channel because people would know what you meant by that. Cynthia says, my first car had a trunk big enough to get. Guys, my mom got a 69 Olds 98 Regency, which I think was the longest car ever made. From the back window, the chrome stripping that went along the back window to the trunk deck, to get to the trunk, just the back ledge, from the window to the trunk was like 17 inches. And that was like the metal before the trunk even started. Now you know your trunks now go right up to the window. There was 17 inches of metal before the trunk even started. I mean,
wow.
We used to call that a Sopranos trunk. I mean, you could put 6 dead bodies in that trunk. And that thing had a 455 in it. You could chirp that Olds 98 four-door, and you could chirp that into second gear. Oh, so that's what Clark's Cove has now, Jeff.
Yeah, definitely.
They still have two tin cans and a thing between them. But they brought him to Florida Hunt 7 and tied him under Troy's truck. That was freaking hilarious, guys. That was hilarious. I muted you while you were tearing up your bags.
Oh, I was just putting stuff back. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Something finally came that I've been waiting for a month. It's so I can do better at beach digging. My sand scoop showed up finally.
Oh, well, show that baby.
All right, well, hold on one second. I'm going to mute
I know,
myself.
that's what we're saying, Bill. Clark's Cove still does the tin cans and string in 2021. Oh, Troy says you had all women in your station wagon, right, Cecil? Put all women in the back of your station wagon. No sense sneaking a bunch of guys in there.
No, I made the guys sitting way very far back, and all the girls got to seats, especially right next to me while I was driving.
There you go. Stan says I feel an industrial straight nap coming on.
There's my scoop.
What brand is that? Is that a Kobe?
It's a CKG.
Because that looks exactly like my Kobe. Yep, almost the exact same thing. I like mine.
It's huge.
An Olds Tornado.
Oh man.
Marty, let me tell you a quick story. When I mowed lawns as a teenager, I mowed lawns from 12 years old all the way up to when I went off to college, in Sumwalt College. I had a lawn customer that had a 72 Olds Tornado. It was royal blue with a white interior. And the guy only drove it to church and the grocery store, and then he came back and put it in his garage. He actually brushed it off every time he used it. And guys, this was in like 81, okay? He had this 72, so it was 7 or 8 years old. When he opened up the hood, not only was it so clean, you could still see the chalk crayon markings from the factory on the valve covers because they hadn't gotten dirty. And my parents, when he went to sell that car for like $1,400, my parents wouldn't buy it. It was the cherriest car I'd ever seen. That was 40 years ago, and I still regret not getting that car.
Bad Cecil. What do you mean, Bill? Bad Cecil. I was doing it right. I was single when I had that car. I wish I still had it too. I think they upgraded to a nylon string.
But somebody was asking if they waxed it. Oh yeah, Marty, I regret not. That you're right though. It had the front wheel drive. It was one of the rare cars with a front wheel drive, so you had no transmission hump. So you had so much more room for that middle seat because you had no hump there. But the back seat of this guy's car, at 8 years or however old it was, had never been sat in. The guy had never had anybody in the back seat. That's how cherry this car was. See, I'm going on about it because it's been 40 years. Oh, you even got it with the shafts.
Yeah.
Are they the
carbon fiber?
Carbon fiber. Yep.
Yep. They're the carbon fiber.
John, thanks for coming in and gracing us with your presence this morning. Thank you very much. We always appreciate you stopping in after church and giving us cool information that we didn't otherwise know. Guys, check out John Long. John Long is J-Man's the Metal Shark's dad, and he has a channel on hobby railroads, his model railroads, HO, N-gauge, O-gauge. He has some phenomenal information if you're into model railroading, guys. Mr. Troy, thanks for stopping in.
All righty, Troy. Have a good night, man. Or good day, actually. I should say night.
Cecil, can you make a little more racket?
I'm not making that much noise, Cynthia. I'm being quiet. My dog's still asleep.
Put his link up. Whose link do you want me to put up? Reed says the cleanest car I ever had was a 67 Impala. Denise's brother has a gorgeous one of those. Put John's link up. Can you hang on? Let me copy, go to StreamYard. Petey, if you're asking for John Long, there it is, buddy. Mr. Cecil's busy doing a home assembly. So there's the for John Logg's channel, guys. Troy, thanks for coming in. I once bought a 39 Packer straight 8 flathead. Wow, 3 on the tree with a full tank of gas for $5. Drove it until it was almost out of gas and sold it for 10. That's freaking hilarious, Stan.
Well, what'd you pay for the 39 Packard when you bought it?
See, a lot of people, Marty, don't even know what a 3 on the tree is here. If they're under 40 years old, they're not going to know what a 3 on the tree is.
That's true, probably.
My buddy's dad had a Ford truck that had 3 on the tree on the column. And boy, you had to get used to driving that because there was no manual on where those babies went on the tree. Cynthia, we'll see if we can get a video out of that. Yep, a 3 on the tree. Wow, I haven't heard that phrase in a long time.
That is 69 GMC 2-door, nothing special, half-ton truck that was a 3 on the tree.
You're welcome, Frankie. Yeah, that's when we started mowing lawns as a teenager. My buddy used his dad's truck, and it had a 3 on the tree with a straight 6.
Mine had a 327 in it, though. That was the odd thing about it.
See, how you're not going to get the power out of a 327 with a freaking 3 on the tree. You just can't. Not like a 4-speed where you can slam it into gear, pop the clutch and slam it. Like you just can't do that with a 3 on the tree.
No,
next thing you know, you're snapping the gear shift lever off on the 3 on the tree.
Yeah, my dad and I finally put it on the floor.
Alrighty, guys, it is 11:23. We went 20 minutes over here. I was going to knock off at 11, so me and Denise can get that honeydew stuff started. So let me get going, guys. I hate to rush this out of here, but we got 6 minutes till Marlin. Let everybody go to the bathroom, maybe grab a bowl of cereal or some lunch and get a cup of coffee. And
smoke if you got them.
I hope we see your new scoop in action soon, Cecil.
Yeah. Well, I got a couple of beaches here that I could do the freshwater that a lot of people swim in and stuff. So,
that would be even best because your machines even work better in freshwater.
Yeah, and right now it's only 45 degrees here, so I'm not getting 45.
See, Denise would love to be out there right now, Cecil. She loves the chilly weather.
Well, Monday it was 98 degrees, and today.
See, I thought we were past those big swings like that.
And we had a heat wave Monday. It was just terrible. Salem hit 93, 96 Monday.
Thank you, Marty. If you don't mind me asking, Cecil, where'd you get your scoop and your whole scoop and shaft, everything on?
Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Charlie, yes, you did. Charlie had a great weekend right before we go.
Oh yeah, nice.
If I can get my phone to freaking work.
That's awesome, Charlie. I'd like to find just one. Of course, I got to get out the metal detector to be able to find
Charlie's haul from the beach the other day.
Oh, wow.
So that is a great day. I've never found more than 3 rings in one day on the beach. Of course, my name's not BD either, but all right, guys, we'll all meet over at Marlin's. I'm going to stop in and say hi before I go. We'll do a, I always forget that word. What do they call it? Not a rush. No, they have a word for it. Reed said it last week.
Raid.
It was a
raid.
That's it. It's a raid from Rob's stream. I always forget that word, see, so I don't know why. But guys, let's go over and raid Marlin in 5 minutes. And kick off his stream with a good start to count. All right, that's it, Ray. Thank you, Cynthia. All righty, guys. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday, guys. Have a good one.
Guys. See ya. Thanks for everything, Cecil.